Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Got some exciting news for the Coinbase app. Something that's been talked about for a little while. I've been talking about it for a little bit, but they added a new cryptocurrency to the app, which is Litecoin. So now you can purchase Litecoin, you can purchase Ethereum, and Bitcoin. So all three from this app. And again, this app is both a wallet and an exchange. So it's two things in one, so it makes it a little easier. But looking at my Bitcoin, it's just been consistently going up like nonstop. It's already at $1,500. There's this peak right here where there was a bit of a pullback. It looks like it hit above 1650, and it's kind of giving back a little bit. So off that initial $100 I put in a couple weeks ago, it's already up $32. And my Ethereum has just been nonstop up. Look at this in just 1 month, like from $42 to $96. It's been ridiculous, and I put like $110 in, so now basically almost doubled in value. So it's been pretty damn good as well. And then now Litecoin, I got to get that good buying opportunity. So unfortunately, this where is it at? I think it was like this spike right here. Yeah, it was during this spike. This is about, I think, when it first really was getting announced that it went on Coinbase. So if you were holding Litecoin before that at $16, then it spiked up, and then now you're hovering around in the 20s. So that would have been a good little jump up for you. And it looks like I had a peak at 28. But on a 1 month chart, this one also as well just continues to climb. And similar to Bitcoin, had this big run up in 2013, 2014, around that time. And then it came down and went flat for a while, but slowly gaining. And Bitcoin had it in around the same time. So now they're both all in the upswing. Ethereum, it went flat for a while, then now it's going up. So I have $100 pending going into my US dollar account, which when I find an opportunity on a pullback, hopefully on one of these crypto, which I don't think there will be. There hasn't really been a cryptocurrency pullback on either Bitcoin or Ethereum that I've really been noticing, other than little minor ones. But I'm hoping if there's a good one, I can get in a good buying opportunity. And then I don't know if my BitMaker will make Litecoins. That'd be awesome if it did, but I think it just does Ethereum and Bitcoin still. Yep. Okay. Maybe if I update the app, we'll see what happens. Let's claim my block. Get this stupid little advertisement. Just exit out. Get my blocks. Alright. Back to business. So, I kind of talked about it before. I'll talk about it again. Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin. Basically, Bitcoin, kind of the pioneer of cryptocurrency. So it's been around the longest. It's the most, I guess, fungible, you could say. A lot of countries have adopted it as a currency exchange. And Litecoin is very similar to Bitcoin, but the way it is set up, it's meant to be more like of a second-hand use. So Bitcoin is essentially gold, and Litecoin is essentially silver. And I said, like in other videos, like, if you're gonna go buy a house, you'll pay in Bitcoin, whereas if you go to the grocery store, buy food, you'll buy Litecoin. But that's kind of like how it seems like most people are looking at it. And Ethereum's kind of like the oil of the industry, because what it's trying to develop is a way for people to use smart contracts, which is basically a way for people to use it as a platform to put up their business on, or run their business model on top of. So they're like the foundation, and they give that, or they make it easier for companies to come in and build on top of it. So they don't. So Bitcoin and Litecoin kind of compete in a way, because they're both designed just really for like a currency, cryptocurrency. Where Ethereum's trying to build like a platform and be a little different. Now, of course, Bitcoin's been around a lot longer, so it's worth a lot more. People know about it. Litecoin, a lot of people have been talking about it for a while. And I think they do like the idea that it is the alternative to a Bitcoin in a sense, but like a cheaper way. Just so if you don't want to spend your Bitcoins on stuff, you could just spend your Litecoins instead, or vice versa. But I still like Ethereum the most. It just seems like it has the most potential, and most people are hyped up about it. But yeah, this has just been a ridiculous run up. None of my stocks on my other apps, none of my other apps and the stocks I invest in get this kind of returns compared to this what cryptocurrencies get on this app. So I mean, this is a really good app if you guys aren't using it. Like I said, this is like a hedge to the overall stock market because Bitcoin isn't backed by anything by the stock market exchange. So the stock market were to collapse, Bitcoin could essentially run up on its own. Now, of course, if people got money in the stock market and Bitcoin, they could pull out of Bitcoin, put it into market, or pull out of the market, put it into Bitcoin. They can still affect one another, but it's not directly tied to the market. So it's a good way to kind of hedge yourself away from the market and kind of give you a good diversification opportunity. But I'm pretty excited though. Any more options to buy, or any more options to buy cryptocurrencies on Coinbase is nice because I'm a U.S. citizen and Coinbase is like one of the most trusted kind of like wallets / exchanges for United States citizens. So I'm glad that they're continuing to add more to it. I would like to see more in the future, but I mean we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, I just wanted to kind of update everybody on that. So again, like if you're interested, like Coinbase, so now you got 3 options, 1, 2, 3. So whatever coin you're interested in, you can get into it. But if y'all have any questions on that, as always, ask me. If you guys like my content, how many I could like and subscribe, and I'll do the best to keep you all informed. So have a good day.